Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel. So guys, this is the same video what I made yesterday, but that was for Hindi users, and this video will be for English users. This will be in Hindi. Sorry, this will be in English. So today we'll be discussing in this video about transits. So transits are very important in predicting anything, or particularly in predicting the events. So they are very important in predicting the events apart from the dasha. So even if we look at a horoscope chart and we don't check the dasha, we just check chart and transit, we can still predict good number of events with those, because transits are very important and every planet keeps on transiting, and that is what we call dynamic thing. So basically once when you are born, there is a snapshot of a chart which created for you, which is a static, where every planet is sitting in a particular house. But as we all know that transit is something where each planet is basically transiting different house based on their time period. So transits of few planets are very important, though every transit is important for checking your events if you come to a day also. But majorly the outer planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, these transits are very important because they transit a sign for a longer period of time. All right. So like Saturn transits a particular sign in like 2.5 years, and Jupiter transits for approximately 1 year to 13 months. Similarly, Rahu and Ketu, they transit around 18 months in a sign. So today we will be going to talk about transit of Saturn, which will be going to take place in the month of March next year. And Saturn transit is very important because Saturn has a big role in everybody's charts to play, and that I think we already discussed multiple times in different videos how important Saturn as a planet is in everyone's chart. So today we'll be going to talk about that transit, which will be going into the sign of Pisces, because currently Saturn is transiting in the sign of Aquarius. All right. So today, this would be a complete series where I'll be talking about different ascendants for Saturn transit, and today we'll be talking for Gemini ascendant. Right now you can see that this particular number 3 is Gemini ascendant. So we'll be talking about the transit of Saturn for Gemini ascendant. But before that, I want to tell you few things which will be becoming a very important next year. Two signs, specifically Virgo and Sagittarius, and I'll tell you why. We'll be going to have a much impact because of these transits, because what is happening is around, if I'm not wrong, and don't quote me on the dates please, because this is approximate dates, but I think somewhere in the middle of March to end of the March, most probably end of the March, almost 7 planets out of 9 will be impacting these two signs, Pisces and Virgo, and I'll tell you why. Currently Rahu is already there in this one, Pisces sign. Saturn will be coming pretty soon, as I told you, in the March. And just a second guys. Okay, and during that time Venus will be retrograde here, Mercury will be again here, and apart from that Sun will also be there. Yes, Sun will also be there. Rahu is already there. Yes. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 planets are sitting in this house. Ketu is aspecting directly, which is the 6th, and Jupiter, if you see right now, it is impacting Virgo. So if you see, the 5th aspect will be in the Virgo. But one more thing, Mars will be transiting to Gemini in, I think, starting next year, but around end of March or maybe towards April, Mars will be transiting again to Cancer sign. Okay, and from there, if you see, it is in the trine of Pisces sign. How? You see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, ninth house, and from this house Mars is sitting 5th. So whenever a planet is sitting in the trine of any house or planet, they considered almost as a conjunction, so the impact would be very good. So you can see that during that time period 5 planets will be in this sign, Ketu will be aspecting it. Mars again will be in the trine of this. So almost apart from Jupiter and Moon, 7 planets will be impacting the Pisces sign during that time period, and it will continue for almost 2 months, this time period. That is one thing which I wanted to tell you. Definitely there will be huge impact on sign of Pisces, and as you know, the sign of Pisces is very emotional sign, right? And it is the 12th sign of Kalpurush Kundli. So 12th sign denotes a lot of things which is related to deep emotions, which is related to foreign land, which is related to your uh, on foreign travel, which is related to again bed pleasures, which is related to isolations, jails, asylums, meditation. So a lot of things is related to that particular house and sign. So number of things will be impacted based on where your Pisces sign is sitting in your chart. Now we know that there is a concept of double transit, and double transit means whenever the Jupiter and Saturn will be aspecting the same sign, it is called double transit. And once Saturn will be transiting in Pisces sign in March, you can see Saturn will be aspecting Virgo, and Jupiter will be here for at least 1 more month, and it will be aspecting Virgo sign again. So Virgo will having a double transit along with Ketu transit here, which will making good impact on sign of Virgo for at least 2-3 months, till the time Jupiter will be transiting to the sign of Gemini. And once Jupiter will be transiting to the Gemini sign, then you can see, I told you that there are 2 important signs. One is Virgo, Pisces, and the third one is Sagittarius. How Sagittarius will become important, because Jupiter will be aspecting the 7th aspect to the Sagittarius sign, and this one, your Saturn sitting here will be having its 10th aspect to again sign of Sagittarius. Okay, but you see, this will be till I think May or June, on till the time May and June will be there. From there onwards, it will be 1 year. Both of the planet will be aspecting this sign. But one more thing will be happening, that after June, Ketu will be transiting to sign of Leo. And if you see from sign of Leo, it is again 5th from Sagittarius. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you can see that Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu, these 3 planets will be impacting sign of Sagittarius for next 1 year after June. At least I'm saying 1 year, because after that Jupiter will be transiting to Cancer sign, and Ketu after a few months will be transiting to again Cancer sign. So that would be another thing. All right. So you see that these 3 signs will be playing a very, very important role in everybody's life during starting next year, starting March next year or March end. Okay. So guys, please look into your chart very carefully about these signs, where these signs are sitting, and I will be talking for each ascendant in every video about these signs, so that you all can have little bit of knowledge of what will be going on from the next year onwards in your chart, and how you can. But there is one more thing. We will be only talking about the transit of Saturn today to this different ascendants and different signs. With all the signs it will be impacting, and again Jupiter and Ketu, what impact they will be going to have on those signs. But again, I will not be talking about any other planet sitting any aspects on these transit planet, or any other transiting planet will having an impact. Suppose, let's take an example, Saturn is sitting here. We will be talking only about Saturn transit sitting, Saturn transit here. But what happens if Sun is also transiting this sign? I'm not saying it will be transiting right away, but I'm saying if suppose Sun is transiting also here, if not suppose Sun, maybe Mars is transiting this sign, or for example any other planet, Venus, Mercury, any other planet will be transiting, it will be making a different effect altogether. And also where your natal planet is sitting. Suppose your Saturn is sitting here only for Gemini ascendant, or maybe your Saturn is sitting here, or maybe your Jupiter is sitting here. This will be altogether will be changing the results somewhat. But we will be talking about Saturn transit in the sign of Pisces, and we will be talking about those things, what impact it will going to have on different ascendants. All right. But when you will be checking your chart, don't think that all these things what we will be talking today will be applicable to everyone, even if you are a Gemini ascendant. All right, because I told you that other things will also going to have different impact. Alright, let's start the video quickly. So when Saturn will be transiting, I've already told you that it will going to impact your Sagittarius sign, which is the house 7th, and then from the third aspect it will be impacting your 12th house, and with 7th it will be impacting your 4th house. So Saturn majorly will be impacting these three houses. So what all it can suggest? So one thing which is very evident is that because of the third aspect, the people who are actually maybe having some foreign travel expected, or some due to some their work related anything foreign travel, they may travel during this period, but efforts will be required, because third house, third aspect of Saturn always suggests as efforts there. Okay. Now Saturn's seventh aspect will be on the Virgo, which is the house, fourth house of the Pisces, sorry, Gemini ascendant. Fourth house is related to mother, fourth house is related to conveyance, fourth house related to vehicles. So definitely there could be things like if you are planning to purchase a property or vehicle, that thing can be done during this time period, and it's a good time for those kind of things. And if suppose you have a transit of Jupiter or Mars coming into this sign, which or maybe your natal Jupiter or Mars is sitting in this sign, not the transit, then the event will be more event will have more chance to get done. All right, so that is one thing. But if there is a negative impact to your fourth house, be careful about your mother's health or the other related issues. Now it will going to have an impact 10th eye aspect on the 7th house, which means that people who are actually looking out for marriage or some business partnership, they can get good results during Saturn transit for Gemini ascendant. And one more thing is that if suppose planets like Venus or maybe Jupiter is natal Jupiter is sitting in your 7th house, then those chances of that event will be more for the people of Gemini ascendant transit when Saturn will be transiting to their 10th house. Now again, Saturn will be transiting to your 10th house, so it signifies that there could be changes in your career. Like maybe if you are looking for a job change, you guys can do a job change, or you can get a promotion or some other benefit to your career. But that will totally depend, again as I'm saying, that will totally depend on planets sitting there. Because if suppose somebody's Gemini ascendant, and I'm just taking an example, Gemini ascendant, just give me 1 second, Ketu is already sitting here, right? Because Rahu will be transiting for some time, and when Saturn will be transiting here, this can bring some I would say not very good results for career. Okay, because Saturn, Ketu, Rahu together will have an impact on this house. So maybe some issue can go on, or maybe you can get some job change which you are not anticipating, or maybe some problems at your workplace can definitely come, because Ketu does those kind of things when transit of Saturn or Rahu will be there. Okay, so those things you have to observe. One more thing which I want to point out is when Saturn will be transiting here and inspecting your 12th, 4th and 7th house. What is 12th house? 12th house, this house is your father, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th house of your father, which is the father's property. So this is father's property. This is again a house of property, right? So and Saturn is aspecting both of these houses. So maybe, and this is a sign of Virgo, which is in your property house. Okay, so maybe there could be some issues regarding to property can be there, or some conflicts can go for father's property in your house. All right, but that will totally depend on other planetary positions. But during the time Ketu will be sitting here, it can give some troubles, or maybe whenever till the time Ketu is here, maybe that time you may not be able to purchase the property. But once Ketu will be transiting to Leo sign, then and Saturn will be aspecting this house, and Jupiter will also be here, then there is a very good time for purchasing a property or a vehicle. So those things Gemini ascendant people can definitely experience. All right. So guys, this is a little bit small analysis from my side for Gemini ascendant people. I will be making, as I told you, all ascendant videos regarding the Saturn transit and this Jupiter transit, the double transit which will be happening next year and will be having impact on these signs, and we'll be talking about those. So for all those videos, if you like this video guys, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment if you have any. I'll try to answer as much as I can, and please, for those more videos, keep watching my channel. Okay, sure. All right guys, thank you so much. Bye.